All right, good morning. We're going to call the meeting to order, the Russell County Commission for Wednesday, January 14th, 2026. Happy to have everyone here. We'll start off the meeting with an invocation from Pastor Karen Seifert with Somerville United Methodist Church, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance from Miss Nia Richardson, who is a Russell County student. So if you will please rise for the invocation and stay for the pledge.
Let us pray. Holy and gracious God, we just come before you this day, and we give you praise and thanks for yet another day. We give you praise and thanks for the cool air and the rain that we'll receive, not only today, but the rest of the week. But as we're thankful for that, we're also mindful of those that are homeless, that this weather report is not good news for them. And so, Holy God, we just lift them up to you, that you would provide shelter and warmth for them, and that they would know that that provision came from you. Holy God, we continue to lift up our schools, the principals, the teachers, the janitors, the administrators, all the people behind the scenes that make a day happen for the students, that you would give them compassion. And Holy God, we lift up those that keep our community safe, our law enforcement, our firefighters, our EMS, all the people that go out every day and risk their lives to keep us safe. We ask that you keep them safe and that you bring them home safely every single day. Holy God, we just lift up this meeting, and we give you praise and thanks for the leadership in this room. And we ask that you also give them compassion as the agenda unfolds, and that you give them wisdom. Your scripture says that if we ask, not only will you give us wisdom, but that you will lavish us with it. So we ask that you lavish everyone in this room with wisdom and compassion. We ask this in your Son's precious name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. If you'll come to the microphone.
Good morning. My name is Nia Richardson, and I am a senior at Russell County High School. I plan to go to the University of Alabama at Birmingham, majoring in nursing with a minor in women and gender studies. May you all please face the flag and salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak.
Thank you so much, Pastor Seifert, for taking the time to come today, and also Nia for taking your time. I know it's probably easy to be out of school for a little while to do it, but we do appreciate you coming and kind of interjecting into our county government. So thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you.
Enjoy school. Thank you. All right, I do not believe we have any public comments that signed in. Did anyone miss the sign-in sheet? All right, we will move past that. Thank you. If you'll reminder, if you'll please silence your phones while people are up today doing business and talking, so we're not interrupting them. And also, we want to say thanks to everyone that made it into the room today and those that are watching it on Facebook Live and on the internet later. It's an important part of county government. We appreciate you taking the time to be here. Also, our local media with Beam and the Citizen covering it, so thank you. First off, we'll establish a quorum for this meeting by calling the roll. Ms. Wright?
District 5, Darty.
Present.
District 4, Reed.
Present.
District 3, Costello.
Here.
District 1, Lee.
Present.
District 2, Chambers.
Here.
District 7, Screws.
Here.
District 6, Corbett.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you so much. And we also have our county attorney, Ms. Hope Hicks, with us today. Thank you. Next up, Commissioners, we have the agenda in front of us. The agenda was approved, as a reminder, was approved on Monday night at our work session. And that's the agenda we'll work off of. I have one modification real quickly. The one dealing with the concert. We want to outdoor concert at Fort Mitchell. We're going to scratch that for today. Commissioner Darty has requested just to bring something back later to the commission on that. So, all right. Next up, we'll have the approval of the minutes from the December 10th, 2025 meeting. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Costello, seconded by Commissioner Darty. Any other discussion or comments? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Those are approved. Thank you. Next up, under proclamations, resolutions, and presentations, the first one is we have the presentation for the January 2026 Employee of the Month and our Service Awards. Ms. Wright?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Commissioners. It's the time of the month where we recognize our outstanding employees. This month, Employee of the Month is Ms. Jessica Bishop with the TAG Office. Jessica has been with the TAG Office for almost 9 years. She is great at filling in when it's needed and in different areas and does not have to be told what to do. She just does it. She learns quickly and can do most of the jobs in the office and does it with a great attitude. We're very thankful for her, and we look forward to many more years with Jessica. Congratulations, Jessica. All right, Commissioners, we will now recognize the service years recognitions for the Sheriff's Office. We have 2 this month. First is Miss Haley Dykes, 5 years. She's an investigator with the Sheriff's Office. She know, okay. Okay. All right. Celebrating 15 years with the Sheriff's Office, Sergeant Amber Lyles.
Thank you, Ms. Wright. It's very nice to be able to recognize employees for the Employee of the Month and also for their years of service for this county. I know as commissioners, we all appreciate that. Next up, we have a presentation proclamation for the late Mr. Kenneth L. Funderburk. Those of us up here and a lot of you in the audience knew Mr. Funderburk very well. Today, we have his wife, Judy, his son, Eric, his grandson, Jack, his daughter, Becky Young, his grandson, Thomas Young, and granddaughter, Tricia Dawson. We have them in the audience with us today. So we've already approved the proclamation. We're going to have it read today and then presented to them. So as she's reading it, if you'll just come down to the front, right here in the front, and I'll meet you down there. Ms. Wright, will you please read the proclamation?
Whereas the Russell County Commission, together with the families and citizens of Russell County, desire to honor and celebrate the distinguished life and service of Mr. Kenneth Leroy Funderburk, who previously served as County Attorney for Russell County Commission. And whereas Mr. Funderburk devoted more than 60 years to practicing law in Phoenix City, Alabama, while also achieving distinction as an entrepreneur, published author, respected artist, accomplished sailor, world traveler, and devoted singer. His love of music was expressed through his participation in church choirs in Phoenix City and Columbus, most recently with the choir at First Baptist Church of Columbus, Georgia. And whereas Ms. Kenneth Funderburk was born September 13, 1936, to Leroy Funderburk and Ruth Duke Funderburk. He graduated from Central High School and earned his bachelor's degree from Howard College, which is now Sanford University in Birmingham, Alabama, pursued graduate studies at Mississippi State University, and following service in the United States Army, where he received a law degree from the University of Alabama School of Law in 1964. And whereas Mr. Funderburk is survived by his loving wife of 67 years, Judy, together with his children, as well as many grandchildren and great-grandchildren. He is also survived by his brother, Robert Funderburk, and was preceded in death by another brother, Duke Funderburk. And therefore, be it proclaimed, the Russell County Commission wishes to extend its heartfelt gratitude to the family of Mr. Kenneth L. Funderburk for sharing his life, passion, and devotion with all of us. This proclamation is approved this 26th day of November, 2025.
did want to mention that obviously a lot of us have worked with Gentry with Kenneth for many years, but Gentry Lee, Commissioner Lee, worked with him longer than any of us, and it was his idea to bring this forward, and we're glad he did. So thank y'all so much. All right, thank you. Moving on, next is the approval for the proclamation for Mr. Earl Taylor. Commissioner Costello.
Commissioners, the proclamation. The proclamation's been approved by the family for what we've got in there. At this time, I would ask that the administrator read it and us approve it. The family will be at the next meeting where it can be presented at that time.
We can approve it at the next, read it at the next meeting, approval for today.
Yeah.
Okay. So I make a motion that the proclamation is approved today.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Costello, seconded by Commissioner Reed. Any discussion? I have a little bit, and I'm going to say it in front of Heath, and I don't mind it, but, you know, Earl he was such a great guy and like a second father to many of us. You know, Earl taught me a lot, and for sure, I rode with him a lot with the sheriff's office, and he was just a great guy. So glad to be able to honor him today with that, and when it's presented. All right. We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, that is approved. Commissioners, we have nothing under discussion. We took care of all that on Monday night, so we'll jump right into business. The first under business is a request for proposals for the Russell County Comprehensive Plan. Ms. Wright?
Yes, sir. Commissioners, the RFP for the updated comprehensive plan is ready for your approval. The RFP is seeking qualified consulting firms to provide an update to the county's comprehensive plan. The county attorney has reviewed the RFP also. The deadline for proposals to be received is February 13th, and a selection committee will meet to select the most qualified firm. So Commissioners, it's my recommendation that the Commission approves the RFP and allow the UGA Carl Vinson Institute Government and Lee Russell Council Government to advertise the RFP.
All right. You have the recommendation.
Second
Motion by
motion.
Commissioner Screws, seconded by Commissioner Darty. Any other discussion or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, that is approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is a project fund request for the Focus Initiative. Commissioner Darty.
At this time, I am requesting $500 to be drawn from our project funds to donate to the Foundation for the Focus Initiative at this time.
I second that motion.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Motion by Commissioner Darty, seconded by Commissioner Reed. Any other discussion or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, that is approved. Thank you. Next up is the State of Alabama ABC Board application for Our Town Valero Gas Station. Sheriff Taylor.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. We have a change of ownership of the Valero gas station there in Hatchachubby. They are asking for a beer and wine off-premise only license. At this point, I would recommend that they receive those licenses after we have finished our investigation.
Motion to approve.
Second motion.
We have a motion by Commissioner Screws, seconded by Commissioner Darty. Any other discussion or comments? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, that is approved. Thank you, Sheriff. Next up is a rejection of the fire alarm bid, Sheriff.
Yes, sir. On the fire alarm system that we bid out a month or so ago with, for the jail, I would like to reject those bids based on us not having everything in it that it needed to, and mainly about the bond. And so I would like to reject the bids and send them back out with the proper documentation.
All right, entertain a motion to reject the fire alarm bids for the jail.
Motion to approve.
Second motion.
Motion by Commissioner Costello, seconded by Commissioner Darty. Any other discussion or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, thank you, Sheriff. Next up is a transfer surplus vehicle to the sheriff's office. Mr. Brian Tice.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Chairman. We have a surplus vehicle that we are currently seeking the approval to have transferred to the sheriff's office that's not currently being used with our department right now.
All right. You have the recommendation from the building inspectors. Or a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Second the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Reed, seconded by Commissioner Darty. Any other discussion or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That is approved. Thank you. Next up is advertising opportunity, Central Red Devils. Commissioners, as I presented on Monday night, we have the opportunity to place a tourism ad in the booklet that is going to honor the Central Red Devils national champion. I'm sorry, you want to go ahead, Ms. Wright? I know you got the flyer in front of you. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. The Citizen of East Alabama is putting together a special edition magazine to honor and recognize the Central Red Devils female flag football team. The advertising spaces are for one full page, it's $1,000. For a half a page, it's $600, and for business card size, it's $125.
Commissioners, as tourism, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the $1,000 from the tourism budget for this project.
Motion to approve.
I think it was,
Reed.
I don't even know where that
Ronnie.
went. So,
I thought you made.
I think I made the motion, so I'll make the motion, Commissioner Lee second. Any other discussion or comments? I think we all see that we support the Central Red Devils flag football team for sure, and we want to make sure they're honored. So all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, that is approved. Thank you. Next up, we have the summer camp sponsorship. I'm glad that's on there. I couldn't find it on there when I was looking through here for a minute. We have a summer camp sponsorship, Ms. Jennifer Davidson. Jennifer, can you come to the mic and just kind of overview one more for the public what we're doing here and what you're looking for?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank y'all for having me. Yes, so every year we take a group of 4-Hers from Russell County to our 4-H camp in Columbiana. We work with Barber County to take a bus that's donated to us by the Russell County School District. And it's a 2-night, 3-day camp. It's perfect for first-time campers, kids ages 9 to 13 go. We also have later on a youth camp that's for the middle school age kids, the older age kids. And then we have winter school coming up that's for the high school kids. But this particular camp we're talking about is for our younger 4-Hers ages 9 to 13. And we're asking for community sponsorship so that we can scholarship those kids. The total cost is $200. We ask the parents to put in $25 as a deposit. And then we ask for $175 per child for sponsorships of scholarships.
All right. And Jennifer, I know you're working with other civic organizations as well to get some. I know that I would like to do some out of my project money, and these are kids from Russell County as well that we're talking about.
Oh, yes,
here in Russell County.
absolutely.
Thank you. Commissioners, I don't know what your pleasure is. I would like to at least sponsor 2 kids for my project money, which would be at $350.
I'll do 2 also.
Okay,
And I will.
okay, so that's 6 kids.
350.
All right.
I'll do one at 175.
Kids. All right.
Do 2.
It's 11 kids. Man, we're getting there. You're almost
And
finished.
any
with it.
additional that we get, we
Yeah.
keep up with for the following years.
All right. Tina, were you able to keep up with that? Okay, thank you. Because I
You need
lost
to
it
write this
about
down?
third one in, so.
That's $350
Yeah.
for 2.
Yes, sir.
One
So,
for me.
all right, so that should take care of 11 kids. $1,575. Can I have a motion to approve that?
I have a motion to approve.
Motion by
Second
Commissioner
motion.
Costello, seconded by Commissioner Darty. Any other discussion or comments? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, Jennifer. And,
We thank y'all. We thank y'all not just for this, but for all of the sponsorships to let Extension work in Russell County. We appreciate it.
One thing you mentioned on Monday night, and I just want to repeat it, is that the entire time they're there, they can't even use their cell phones. There are no smartphones, so that's a very good camp for these kids.
You said a total of 1575?
Yeah.
Is that
I think
what
that's
you
what
come
it
up
was,
with?
yeah. All right.
That's 9 kids.
Our math.
Oh, you didn't carry the
I
one.
missed-
Now, see, I should have pulled my calculator.
1925.
Thank
I
you.
missed 1,350,
Thank
yes.
you for catching
Now I
that.
got,
So,
1925.
It looks like she'll have some more for next year then.
all right. So that, the approval was for 1925, okay, for the minutes. Thank you. All right, next up, we have requests for legislative bills to be introduced. Judge Strickland.
Good morning, Commissioners. I do appreciate your time, and thank you for listening to me. So these are 3 bills that are actually already in existence or on the floor now with many counties here in the state of Alabama. These also came forward because of the citizens of Russell County desire these bills and have been, brought up to me in the past. So the very first one that we have is the recording of wills. So right now, if you want to record your will, we put it into our system like anywhere else in the county. It is not confidential, and we charge you as an average after you go by the $7.50. The first page, $3 each additional. It might be an average of $20 to file it, but it is not confidential. However, what we'd like to do with the use of this bill is go ahead and do the same will, except we like to file it in the back for $20, so pretty much the exact same cost, and we're not limiting the amount of pages, except it's going to be confidential. The only people who can access that will be the testator, which is the individual who wrote it, or the attorney that they've assigned or have on staff to help them with whatever issue they have. So again, it's going to stay at about the exact same price, unlimited pages, and it's going to be confidential. So that's the first bill. The second bill that we have is for the celebrating the rights of marriage. So this is already, other counties are already actually doing it. It's always been going on. It's just this county has not recently been doing it, but this is just to perform the ceremony to charge a fee for that. It's nothing else. So it is, if you have a legal license and you're licensed to be able to get married in the state of Alabama, then we can actually perform the service. Nothing else. And we'll charge a small fee for that for $25. Already right now you pay $75 just to show up and drop the paper off, which that money gets divided up between the state, the county, and our department. We'll charge an extra $25 if they want us to take them outside, wherever, perform the ceremony, make it a little bit more special for the public, and that money will still stay right here again in the county. So it goes right back to the people. And then the third bill that we have is the one requesting equity jurisdiction. This is already a state law. It already allows every county to do it. However, you needed to meet a population size. This is a very old law, so a lot of counties are now coming forward, and instead of changing the actual state law for each population size, they're coming forward and just requesting it. And we obviously have quite a lot of population here dealing with a lot of issues that we already have due to the increase in our population. However, here's a big key about this one here, is that this one will allow us to make determinations in our court instead of you having to stop it and then having it to be pushed up to the hill. Meaning, for example, if I have an adoption that we do, and we suddenly have a parent, an individual that's going to show up and say, hey, they're the biological father or mother of this child. When that happens and it's being contested, we have to stop all proceedings. You must understand with adoptions the amount of money it takes to get there, the amount of time, and all the deadlines they have to meet. So when this stops, they go up to the hill, all that ends, because when they started up there, they're on a 2-year docket, more than likely. All that thousands of dollars they put into it, they're about to redo most of that again for all the home inspections and all the new documents. So with us, if it stays with us, we can actually refer them to an agency that there is in Columbus that can immediately do a 45-minute DNA test, and then they can come back to us that same day, continue it. Nobody loses time, nobody loses money. And that also works for if we're trying to determine heir lineage for property. We have real estate, same situation. People are saying, I'm part of that family, and the other family members, no, you're not. Again, we can determine it. So there's many different reasons why we'd like to have that one in particular. And this is the one that's going to actually add money to the county, because when this process happens here, then it changes the actual court fees. If it goes up on the hill, they have to pay additional court fees, absolutely, but they go to the state. If we could retain it here for just these decisions, those court fees actually end up going directly to the county commission's general fund. And of course, just to let everybody know, this only can be done by anyone who is actually a member of the Alabama State Bar, because you have to be able to follow the Alabama Rules of Civil Procedure and Evidence. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you think about these three bills, and remember that it's for the people of this county that's going to be saving money and time.
Question, please.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
The first two, you mentioned an increase in fee, and you said, it doesn't say in here, but it kind of does in one of them. It says the fee shall be retained by the office of the probate judge. I thought all fees collected, except for the index fee, went to the general fund.
Okay, so the way, and actually we'll break those down because they both don't do that. Okay, so let me put my glasses on. Actually, with the one, when you get to the marriages, so it's normally 75, that is broken down, correct. The additional $25, if you look in the actual law, the Alabama Code of 1975, and you look in there, they specify that additional fee is to be created by the probate judge at their discretion. I think 25 is very fair. And in that law, the state law, it states that that fee will end up staying within the record room. So, meaning that's where we index everything at. That's just that private fund that cannot be used for anything except for increasing whatever we're doing in the record room. Software, helping with the new mappings, the books, getting them electronically.
And that was the purpose of the indexing fund.
Yes, it is, and the law
And we
states
just-
that will go in there.
Okay. Now, I don't know when it was done, but it was sometimes in the 70s. There was a local bill that said all fees collected in Russell County went to the general fund. That included probate judge, tags, sheriff, everything else. So I'd have to see an exemption of that.
That was after the 75. One thing, if I can say something, Commissioner Lee, Linda, I think the reason you're bringing this to us today is because you went to the legislators and was trying to get this passed, and I think one of the legislators told you they wanted a resolution from the county commission approving, with basically our opinions on it, a resolution approval, is that correct? Do you have the resolutions? Because I looked through the packet, I don't see a resolution anywhere. I don't know what to approve.
Okay, actually, no, there's not a resolution. That's not how that happened. Actually, it was
Okay.
coming forward through other probate judges that are doing these right now. And so I just reached out to
Okay.
them, and then they just said, I believe the Senate's already approving it, or they're working on putting it up there right now.
Right.
So they just told me,
These bills?
Yes.
So my understanding, I thought when you told me that they wanted you to bring it before the county commission and that you didn't realize that was the process that they wanted to do. I thought that's what you had told me.
well, I'm saying in a casual phone conversation, it was like, oh, yeah, you should bring it in front of them. It wasn't,
Okay.
but they've already kind of started their process. So
Right.
this was me cluing it in and saying, this is what we're doing. But absolutely, if we need to have it to where you,
So I guess
Whatever makes work.
the reason I'm asking that question is we have zero jurisdiction over legislation.
Correct.
Our vote means nothing. It'll go to the legislature and they'll do it. So if they don't need a resolution from us, I'm not real sure what action we need to take today.
okay, for me, it's more like I feel that you as the county commissioner should be involved in every major decision that we make, especially if it's coming out of my office.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel that I need to notify you at all times. I
Well,
really do.
You've notified us, but I guess what I'm saying is there's no action for us to take. I've tried to, before the meeting today, I've
Understand.
tried to get my head wrapped around what action you needed the county commission to take, and I looked through, there's no resolutions or anything for us to approve. There's no action for us to take because the Senate and the House, they don't need our permission.
Correct.
They're going to do what they want to do. So I really don't know if there's an action for us to take up here today. You've notified us, and that's, we appreciate that. I do have, like Commissioner Lee, I was kind of schooled on the whole probate thing, actually, because I have done a little research since Monday night and understanding all the fees are supposed to go to the commission. Now, I think what you're going to find is the one that Gentry's mentioning in the 70s probably supersedes the one before that had them going into the probate. Now they all go to the general. So there's a lot of questions in my mind that need to be answered. I just don't see there's anything for the commission to take action on today, because if we took a vote, I'm not real sure what that would do anyway. So do we agree with that? Hope, you agree with that? Is there any
That's what I was
action
gonna
the
ask, if Hope is
commission has for to
overlooked
do today?
Well, I certainly think if the commission is in support of these and wants the legislature to pass them, if you did a unanimous vote that you are, that might be persuasive, but I haven't seen the resolutions to
Right.
know if I even would want you to, like, if I think there are questions or issues.
Right.
So I wouldn't,
Right.
clearly you have the right to vote on whatever you want to today, but I sure would
there's
like to
actually
see them
nothing
before
to
you
vote on.
vote in support or against them.
Well,
Mr. Chair.
Since we don't have resolutions, I don't know what about Commissioner Lee.
Yes, like you said, you should see, we didn't see them until Monday night, and, I have a little problem. When we're dealing with legislation, I take it serious, real serious, because I found out in the past, when something comes before us and it seems real simple, and we agree to it, well, then it comes back, and there's so many unanswered questions that deal with it, and it's hard to undo legislation if it's not done, if it's not doing what you thought it to do. So like I said, I have some problems with the first two. We're dealing with the fees, and I got a problem with the third one completely. So my motion would be any action from the commission be postponed. That's form of motion.
All right, I have a motion to postpone. Commissioner Lee, is there a second?
I second that motion.
Second motion.
Second by Commissioner Reed. Any other discussion or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right.
Can
Thank
we
you
ask
for
that
letting us
you
know.
gather information and if there's a change or anything, bring it back?
Say that again, please.
Can you gather additional information if there's any change based on what you gave here today? Can you bring it back?
I can absolutely bring it back. I also sent out an email more explicitly explaining this to everyone here. And I can absolutely bring the information about the fees, showing that it either does go directly back to us or goes back to the county general fund. Either way, it's not being misused because it goes directly back to the residents of this
The
county.
state law says it all goes to the probate judge. We had a
Only for
local,
one.
we had a local bill that sent all the fees to the, general fund of the commission. Now, we had to go through legislation on that index fee, and there were several of us that fought it, including the county administrator at the time, because that was a big, big ordeal when the fees were taken away from the elected officials and put into the county commission office. So, anyway, I wasn't a commissioner when that was done, but I was aware of it.
So
I'm really concerned that if we start chipping away at these fees, it can get back like it used to be, and, that was fine, except when when the probate judge got all the fees, including from the tag office, he got everything that was left over. So therefore, there was only 4 employees in the whole office. And our population has not increased that much since then.
Well, so that was 40 years ago, and no, we're not collecting the fees personally. The fees, the very minor fees, the majority, the large ones for the,
Well, I understand that.
the jurisdictional one goes for hundreds of dollars, goes to the county general fund. The $25 or the $20 goes back into the actual, the indexing fee that can only be used, again, to increase that one area. It can't be used for anything other than making that better for the people of this
As long as
county.
we're within the
But I
law.
understand you have an issue with that.
As long as we're in the law, that's fine. But we just increased the indexing fee. That's another
But
question.
we are not increasing the indexing fee.
Thought we went to
No,
7.
no, and that, yes, that's a whole different ballgame. We just increased a filing fee after many, many years of it not being done, and it was only $2.50, which does come back again and helps the county. This is not an increase, this is an option, and that's something else I guess that nobody's understanding, is that it's an option. If you want to file your will and it's confidential, because people have asked, it's an option.
I don't have any problem with that. My
If
problem
you want
is-
to get married with a
My
ceremony, it's
problem
an
is the
option.
fees. The fees is my problem. I mean, I know it sounds like a little bit, but a little bit here and a little bit there, and before long, Natalie would be wanting to do some of hers, and Sheriff would be wanting to do some of his, and before long, we're back like we were. We don't have enough money to pay the payroll.
Well, no, you're still getting the exact same amount of money. We're not taking money from you. We're adding money that, in the end, it's less money I have to request from you, because now, in that small area, if I have a larger area for indexing, then I can actually say, hey, it's okay, I don't need as much for software from you this time. I mean, we're all on the same team.
I just want to do what the legislation
I do too.
says. And somebody's going to have to research and go back through and do that. It's not easy to do.
So again, we have already approved a motion to postpone it today,
Right.
any
Yep.
vote, but please keep us informed if Senator Beasley pushes this through the Senate and it passes, and We may not be tracking it. Please keep us informed how things go with
Absolutely.
it. I actually have to go over to Montgomery this afternoon and meet with them, so I'll mention it to them when we're talking and try to get information from them, but thanks
Great.
for bringing it to us.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right, next up, we have the Brownfield Grant Application Update. Ms. Wright?
Yes, sir. Commissioners, on Monday night, Ms. Lisa Sant from Lee Russell presented an update on the Brownfield grant. They were 1 point away from receiving the grant. The county is written to the grant as well as Lee County, Auburn, and Phoenix City. At this point, you need another letter of support from the commission. So my recommendation is for the commission to approve, for the chair and myself to sign that letter of support.
Commissioners, we received a report on this Monday night. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Costello, seconded by Commissioner Darty.
I
Any
would-
other discussion?
Yeah, I would like to say that it was 1 point from last year, us receiving the grant.
Yes, that's right, that's right.
And that's what,
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Yeah, we met, and just for a little clarification, we did meet and talk about this at length, whether or not we even wanted to reapply. But Lee Russell felt strongly that there was a very good opportunity here to receive this the next time, so, thank you. All right, I have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right. Next up, under county engineer business items, first one is to award a bid and approve contract for Walker Road resurfacing.
Good morning, Mr.
Sean?
Chair, Commissioners. Yes, I'll be requesting to award bid and allow Chair to sign contract for Walker Road from Alabama 26 to North Uchi Road to East Alabama paving in the amount of $1,280,123.15.
Motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Screws, seconded by Commissioner Darty. Any other discussion or comments? I think we'll be glad to see that done. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, next up is a budget amendment. Sean?
Yes, this is a budget amendment for our Federal Aid Exchange Fund. Woodland Drive was supposed to have been done this summer, but it got pushed back to this fall, so it just got completed. We're waiting on the final striping now, but the money was budgeted last year, not this year. So I'll be asking to put $822,295 in the budget to cover Woodland Drive.
All right.
Motion to approve.
Motion by
Second
Commissioner
motion,
Chambers,
no.
seconded by Commissioner Darty. Any discussion or comments?
yes, I'd like you to explain, we don't just put money into.
Well, the
into
money
budget.
is in the bank account, it's
Right,
just not
that's what I
budgeted.
just- it
So we
was-
only budgeted $615,000 this year, so.
Right.
We've paid them what we budgeted, but we can't pay no more without exceeding the budget. The money's in the account. but
Right.
We can't spend that money till we get
I
it in.
just, yeah, and I approve, it's just, I wish we could, hey, let's go ahead and put 3 million back in that account, but, yeah. Just wanted to explain that to the, community.
All right,
We
thank you.
could go to Biloxi and maybe make it, I don't know. Especially if we took you with us.
I don't know.
All right, we got a motion and a second. Is there any other comments or discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That is approved. And the last one is the Rebuild Alabama Annual Report, Sean.
Yes, this is our annual, 2025 County Rebuild Alabama Annual Report. As part of the law and the rebuild money, we're required to approve this report and read this report in the minutes for first commission meeting in January. I'm just going to read over a list of roads we paved. This is using our craft fund and our Federal Aid Exchange Fund. We've done Rabbit Road, Brown Road, Battle Road, St. Luke Road, Blanding Road, Alabama Avenue, Tennessee Avenue, Florida Drive, Mississippi Drive, Georgia Avenue, Virginia Street, Carolina Street, Island Creek Road, Stillwell Road. These last three projects, which Woodland Road's about 85-90% complete, or Woodland Drive. Walker Road will be starting, and Flournoy will be rolled over to next year. So we have completed 24.06 miles of road for $2,045,503.72.
All right. Thank you for that report.
Can I ask a question?
Commissioner Lee?
Did we move the water lines on Woodland Drive out of the center of the road?
Yes, when we got them removed, we moved up to the side of the road, we paved it.
That was the reason we didn't pave Woodland last year, because we wanted to move the water lines.
Very good. All right, thank you, Sean, for that report. We've got people on the Flournoy Road area ready to go too. They're asking about striping. I told them the whole road's getting paved, so hopefully that's going to take care of all of it. All right, moving on. We have nothing under sanitation today. Under the administrator, we have Alabama Power Grant update. Madam Bryant?
Yes,
that's
sir.
right.
Commissioners, Lee Russell applied for an Alabama Power Grassroots Grant on behalf of the commission, and the grant was awarded at $1,287. The funds will be used to purchase 4 trees to be planted at the sports complex in Seal, in addition to the other 15 trees that will be planted through a grant with the Russell County Extension Office. So Commissioners, I want to extend my appreciation to Alabama Power and the Extension Office for those 2 grants and their assistance in planting these trees.
Very good. Thank you for that. I know that's probably the 6th Good Roots grant we've received, and we're very appreciative of Alabama Power partnering with this county to do that. So, all right. Madam Attorney, do you have anything today?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I do, actually. I've been working with Maintenance Director, Mr. Leon Watson, regarding a contract with Diversified Elevator, the elevator maintenance agreement. This is a budgeted item, but we are just finalizing the terms of the agreement and would ask the commission to approve the chairman to sign the contract once I've gotten the terms finalized.
And this was Judicial Center, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, you have a recommendation of the attorney?
Motion to approve.
I'm sorry, Leon?
It's this building too.
Okay, this one as well, thank you. Motion by Commissioner Chambers, seconded by Commissioner Screws. Any other discussion or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, that is approved. Anything else?
That's all, thank you.
All right, thank you. Commissioners' discussion today. Commissioners, I have a couple real quick. First one is just a report that we had the chamber breakfast this morning, and I did report along with Mayor Lowe and Mayor Cooley from Smith Station on the county. I think that went well and seemed to have been received very well. The other one is that I laid a flyer on your table for the Child Advocacy Center's major fundraiser, which is the father-daughter dance. I took my daughter there when she was younger. Of course, she's a teenager now. She tells me no, so we're not going this year. But I do want to push this out there. This is a major fundraiser for the Child Advocacy Center, and the sheriff will tell you, and the DA's office will tell you, this is a vital program in this county. These kids that are presented to this office are victims of abuse, and we need to be able to make sure that their funding stays intact. We've had a lot of copycats out there, and some that have tried to step in front of this one and schedule it before it to try to take away the momentum they've had, but this is their 18th dance, and we need to make sure we're supporting it. But please look for the Child Advocacy Center. I've actually laid the flyers over there for Lynn, who is the director there. If you have questions, I think Rod's on the board. Are you still on the board?
No.
Okay, well, you were. You can get with the sheriff, myself. We can try to answer those questions for you. But this is a vital fundraiser for that organization. If you can support it, please do. All right? All right, that's all I have. Does anybody else have anything under the commissioner's discussion? All right. We'll move on to announcements. We have 3. The first one is MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. holiday closing. All the buildings, county buildings, will be closed on Monday, January 19th. If you have pickup for your garbage, sanitation on Monday, your garbage will be picked up on Tuesday that week. So the health walk at Fort Mitchell Senior Center, the Commissioner Darty, do you want to speak to that?
Yes, we having a major health walk at the Senior Citizen Building. It's going to be held Saturday, February the 28th at between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. What we're going to do, we are going to be focusing on men and women health. We're going to have speakers to come in to present, and then we're going to walk the walking trail, probably 1.5 miles, and after that, then free refreshments will be reserved.
All right, thank you, Commissioner. I know that'll be a great event, and I've seen some of the planning you've done on it, so I know hopefully it'll go really well. So any other announcements that we missed this morning? All right, we are at the end of business. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Lee, seconded by Commissioner Darty. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, we are adjourned.